God created it by hand. From mighty mountains to the raging sea, to every leaf on every single tree. It's in the holy book. Just open up and take a look. It's a story for young and old, the greatest story ever told. So lend an ear and you will hear the greatest story. The greatest story.
The 12 tribes of Israel were led out of Egypt by Moses. God had promised them a home of their own, a land called Canaan. But once they got there, many Israelites were afraid of the armies of Canaan. They didn't trust God to help them win their battles. They wanted to go back to Egypt where they had been slaves. God decided that since they didn't trust Him, they couldn't enter the Promised Land, and He had them wander the deserts for 40 years. After 40 years, God led the children of the 12 tribes back to the Promised Land. But instead of it being a time of joy, the Israelites were full of sadness. Their leader Moses had died, so they didn't have anyone to lead them to their new home.
Boys, behave yourselves.
Today we are remembering Moses.
Joshua, who helped Moses for those 40 years, was remembering the great leader in his own special way.
Come to cheer me up, Turnip? What will happen to our people now that Moses is gone? Who will guide us to the Promised Land?
Why not you, Joshua?
Turnip, you talked.
It's me, Joshua.
God?
I've chosen you, Joshua, to lead the Israelites into the Promised Land.
No, I can't.
You helped Moses.
But he was a great leader. I'm just an ordinary man, a simple servant.
Don't be afraid. There is greatness in every man who has faith, Joshua.
God, where is the land you promised us?
Look west. What do you see?
The desert floor and the Jordan River. Beyond that, foothills and green.
The Promised Land. Take your people, Joshua.
But I can't lead them. I'm frightened.
Yes, you will face many dangers, but be strong. Remember, I will never leave you.
Because Joshua loved God and obeyed His rules, God protected him. God's rules, known as the 10 Commandments, were written on stone tablets inside the Holy Ark.
The river's very swift. Crossing won't be easy.
Oh, this is foolish.
following Joshua as if he were Moses.
Are you coming, Aram?
Come, let's see what will happen. How about there, Joshua? I'll see how deep it is. Do you think you can cross it, little one? Oh, come on, it's just a little water. No!
Who are you? Go away!
I am Joshua, leader of the Israelites. God has promised us this land.
Did he? Well, I'm the king of Jericho, and you can't enter. We are protected by this swift river and the strongest wall in the world. If you can cross this river, you better be prepared for a fight.
Our God protects us, as he protected Moses, our leader.
Yes, I've heard that your God parted the Red Sea, but he has no power here. Stay away from Jericho, or my army will destroy you.
What'll we do, Joshua?
Have faith and cross the river when God tells us to.
You heard Joshua. Let's tell the others.
I'm worried about this king of Jericho. He's like the waters of this river, dangerous.
Joshua,
Yes, God?
don't be afraid of the king. If you trust me, I will protect you.
Joshua did trust in God. He selected 2 men to sneak into Jericho and tell him about the king's army.
One, 2, 3 soldiers. That third one is tiny. I'll only count him as half a soldier.
Aram! We're spies. That means we have to be quiet.
Oh, quiet. Right.
Spy!
Oh, King, I'm only a harmless traveling merchant.
Liar! You're a stranger in Jericho, so I say you're a spy.
Hey! But he can't do that!
More spies! Israelite spies!
That's being quiet.
Catch them!
Stop the spies!
Catch the Israelites!
They must be here somewhere. You men, try up that street.
God help us.
What do we do?
Psst. This way. Hurry. My name's Rahab. I want to help. This way. Under here. Quickly.
Open your doors by order of the king. Out of my way. The Israelite spies. Did you see them?
They were here, but they ran toward the city gates. If you hurry, you might still catch them. The king will be very unhappy if you let them get away.
Rahab told the Israelites it was safe to come out of their hiding place.
That was a very brave thing you did.
Why did you risk your life for us? Two strangers.
Everyone in Jericho knows the Israelites are coming to our land. We've heard that your God rules the heavens above and the earth below. He's so powerful. He parted the Red Sea for Moses. Now our men are afraid to fight you. Go, hide in the hills for 3 days. Then you'll be safe.
God bless you, Rahab. You're very kind.
Wait. I showed kindness to you. When your people attack the city, please spare my family and me.
We promise, Rahab.
Leave this red rope hanging from your window. It will be a sign that no one in this house is to be harmed.
Joshua's spies did as Rahab had said. After hiding in the mountains for 3 days, they ran back to camp with their report.
That's what Rahab told us, Joshua. Everyone in Jericho is afraid of us. We can defeat this king of Jericho.
I'm not so sure, Aram. He had a lot of soldiers.
They were all small.
Let's pray to God and thank Him. He has done as He said. The promised land is ours.
The next day, the 12 tribes marched towards Canaan. But as God had told Joshua, entering their new homeland wasn't going to be easy.
How can we cross this river safely? Please, God, give me an answer.
The water's too fast. It's too fast. I'm not going to. No. No.
How will we get our children and animals across?
Don't be afraid. God has shown me a way. Bring out the Ark of the Covenant.
Joshua directed the priests to carry the ark into the river and hold it there. The Israelites were confused. What did Joshua have in mind?
This can't be safe. Joshua doesn't know what he's doing.
Behold, the power of God.
As the crowd watched, a miracle happened. The priests held up the ark, and God held back the waters.
It's just like when Moses parted the Red Sea.
It's true then. God must be with Joshua, as he was with Moses.
The Israelites' faith in Joshua grew and grew, for now they knew he followed in the footsteps of Moses.
Joshua, choose 12 men, one from each tribe. Tell them to get 12 rocks from the middle of the river, from where the priests stood. Carry the rocks and put them down where you stay tonight.
In the future, your children will ask, what do these rocks mean? And you will say, the water stopped flowing when the Ark of the Covenant with God crossed the river. These rocks will always remind the Israelites of this.
One evening, Joshua was walking near Jericho.
I've followed God's commands without question. I've tried to be a good leader, but I'm not a soldier. How can I fight the king of Jericho and his army?
Joshua,
God? How shall the enemy be defeated?
you won't need swords or armor, Joshua. Just have faith in me. To defeat the king and army of Jericho, here's what you must do.
Early the next day, Joshua formed the Israelites into a long line.
Remember, do as God instructed. Not a word, not a sound from any of you.
First came 7 priests playing ram's horns. Then the Ark of the Covenant. Then the armed men. They marched one time around the great city.
This is not fighting. This is a parade. Well, I guess we've won.
When do we attack the city, Joshua?
We don't. Tomorrow we march around it again. And just like today, everyone must be quiet. No shouts of war. The only sounds can come from the ram's horns.
So the Israelites marched once around Jericho. Every day for 6 days. And for 6 days, nothing happened.
You Israelites are fools! And the biggest fool is your leader, Joshua!
On the morning of the 7th day, Joshua's people were restless.
Joshua, you do not know what you are doing.
Our people are tired of marching in circles.
We need a soldier for a leader.
Yes! Let's fight!
You're right. I'm not a soldier. But I do have faith in God. He didn't let Moses down, and he won't let us down, so long as we trust in him. This is the 7th and last day. Who will come with me?
I will.
All of us!
Tell everyone we will march!
And march they did. But instead of going around the city just once, as they had done for 6 full days, Joshua said that God wanted them to march 7 times. And on the 7th time around, they did something completely different.
Shout, yell, scream, so that the heavens can hear you. Shout, for God has given us Jericho.
For 40 years we wandered through the desert sand, hoping we could find God's promised land. And now it's here before us, behind a fortress tall. But it will not be ours until we bring down the walls. Bring down the walls of Jericho. Bring down the walls, lift your horns and blow. The sound we make is gonna shake this city to the ground. We'll see the promised land when the walls come down. We believe in God, that that he is with us here. His power is much greater than that army over there. Our enemies are laughing, but their kingdom soon will fall. When we raise our voices, we will bring down the walls. Bring down the walls of Jericho. Bring down the walls, lift your horns and blow. The sound we make is gonna shake the city to the ground. We'll see the promised land when the walls come down. So shout out loud, shout out strong. That wall around the city won't keep us out for long. Sing to God, one and all. That land that we were promised is right behind those walls. Bring down the walls of Jericho. Shout it down. Bring down the walls. Lift your horns and blow. The sound we make is gonna shake the city to the ground. We'll see the promised land when the walls come down. We'll see the promised land when the walls come down.
With their voices, a few ram's horns, and their faith in God, the Israelites captured Jericho.
Joshua! These are the people who helped us. Rahab, her mother and father.
You're a brave woman, Rahab. God has watched over you and your family because of your faith and for helping my people.
Can we stay and join you, Joshua?
Nothing would make me happier.
Don't touch me, Israelite! How dare you treat me this way? Why, I'm the king!
You were the king. When I said God promised us this land, you laughed and called me a fool. Who's the fool now?
You can't, no!
Has anyone seen Turnip? For you. Perfect. My friends, our days of wandering are over. We're home.
After Jericho was captured, the Israelites kept moving and claimed more and more new land. Their wandering days were over, all because Joshua and the Israelites had faith in God. In the land of Israel, there was a prophet named Jonah. A prophet taught other people about God and his love. Jonah told his friends and neighbors that God loved all people. And like God, Jonah tried to love all people and all creatures.
Your fish looks fresh today, Ophir.
Yes, Jonah, the freshest you will ever meet or eat.
You know how much I love eating fish. And I'll take a bag of peanuts. I see someone just as hungry as I am. Hungry, little dove? Here, take some of mine. We're all God's creatures. Sounds like someone's having an argument.
This is my pot. No, it is mine. I saw it first. No, I did. I needed to carry water. I needed to carry raisins.
Stop! Fighting never solves anything. Whoa. Besides, you're making me dizzy. My friends, please. God doesn't want you fighting. It upsets him. Now neither of you gets the pot. You were acting badly, just like someone from the city of Nineveh. Do you want God to think we act like the Ninevites?
No! No, Jonah. Sorry, Jonah.
The Ninevites are enemies of our people. I heard they stole a boat full of fish.
Come on.
Yes, they are thieves.
Yes, they are very bad people. See what happens when you fight.
From now on, we will act like Israelites and not be bad like the Ninevites.
So Jonah had a very important job. He taught people about God's laws. There came a day when God had an even bigger job for Jonah.
Hello, Jonah.
God, it's nice to hear your voice.
I have an important job for you.
What is it? I will do anything for you.
There are some people who are not obeying my laws, Jonah. Look what they're doing. The people of Nineveh steal. They are not kind to each other. The children of Nineveh do not take care of older people. Others are lazy. And their king pretends not to see the problems. He only cares about eating all day and wearing fancy clothes.
Yes, the Ninevites are bad. Send a flood or an earthquake to punish them.
No, they are bad because they don't know about me. No one has taught them my laws. Jonah, your job is to go to Nineveh and tell them about me.
Me? Go to Nineveh? I can't. Please give me some other job.
Tell them of my love.
But they are the enemies of my friends and neighbors.
You must go, Jonah, right now. In 40 days, I will punish them for being bad.
But if you're going to punish them, why should I go tell them about you at all? I don't understand. The Ninevites should be punished for being bad. But what if I tell them all about God and they change? Then maybe God won't punish them. I can't do something to help my enemies.
Jonah was so confused, he asked his friends what he should do.
You know, it's funny, Jonah. Usually, we come to you with questions.
This time, I want to know what you think. How can I preach to the enemies of the Israelites?
Simple. You can't.
Ophir is right, Jonah. Don't go there. Don't tell them about God.
You do have a problem, Jonah. If you don't preach to them, you disobey God. If you do preach to them, you'll disappoint all your friends.
Nobody said being a prophet was easy, Ophir. Wait, I know. I'll just hide from God.
Sure, but where can you hide from God?
Why, in your store, of course. I know my plan will work, Ophir. If I hide here for 40 days, then God will punish the Ninevites and no one will be mad at me.
You call this a hiding place? Here, let me help you.
Ophir, You don't have to go to that much trouble.
Look, if you're going to hide from God, you've got to do it right. There! And my shop's never been cleaner.
Ophir, do you have any flour for baking biscuits?
Yes, yes, in that basket. There. No! Wait! No! No!
Now that everything's cleaned up, goodbye, Ophir.
What? But Jonah, why are you leaving?
I'm in the way, and I can't hide from God here in Israel. It's the first place he'd look for me.
So where will you go?
As far away from Nineveh as I can. I'll travel to the other side of the world, to a city called Tarshish. God will never find me there.
We'll miss you, Jonah.
Thank you. I have a very lonely trip ahead of me because God will not be with me.
So Jonah traveled as far away as he could to run away from God. First, he walked across dry deserts. Then he climbed high mountains. He finally came to the town of Joppa and found a ship that was going to sail for Tarshish.
Captain, my name is Jonah. Can I sail with you to Tarshish?
Sorry, Jonah. This ship only carries sailors and cargo. Besides, it's bad luck to bring a stranger on board, you know.
The sailors on this ship weren't Israelites. They believed in many different gods.
Ahoy, mate! Help me with this statue! Sure! Why not?
What? Please, Captain, I must sail away with you.
Why?
Because I am running away from God.
Why?
Because he gave me a job to do and I won't do it. I must hide so he won't find me.
Did you see that? A dove. He flew right to Jonah. A dove is a sign of good luck, Captain. Very good luck. With Jonah on board, we will have safe passage. They're right. Welcome aboard, Jonah.
So Jonah set sail across the vast sea, headed to faraway Tarshish. Jonah saw that the sailors didn't pray to God. They worshiped statues made of stone.
Excuse me, what are you doing?
Feeding the god of water. If he has a full stomach, he'll make the seas calm.
But this isn't a god. It's just a rock. My God is the real one. He created the sea, the sky, the animals, all of us, everything.
One God created all that? I don't think so, Jonah. See, this is the sun god, the god of the wind, the god of plenty. With so much in the world, you need a lot of gods.
Yeah, no one god can rule over everything.
Yes, God does. He is the one and only God.
Well then, if he is so wonderful, why are you running away from him?
He wants me to go to Nineveh and tell them about him. But they are the enemies of my people, and we'd be better off without them.
Oh, no! Captain, I've never seen a storm like that. Me either. We're in trouble. Whoa! Ah!
now overboard! Good. We're safe now.
No! Nothing can save our ship!
Wait! What about the gods? Quick, everyone pray to the gods!
The sailors prayed to their gods, but the storm just grew stronger.
Someone has brought our ship bad luck. Very bad luck. We must find out who it is.
Let's throw lots! Then we'll know who brought this storm!
The captain and his crew, being superstitious, believed that pieces of wood and bone would tell them who brought bad luck to their ship.
There! The lots point to the man who brought us bad luck. It's Jonah! Where did you come from? And who are your people?
I am an Israelite, and I worship the God of heaven. I'm running away from him.
And he has found you.
Jonah, what can we do? How do we make the storm go away?
Throw me overboard. You must save yourselves.
Please, Captain. We have no choice. We must throw Jonah into the sea. His God is more powerful than any of our gods.
Jonah, I'm sorry. We've done everything we could do.
I know, Captain. It's not your fault. I made God angry. It's me, not you, who should be punished.
God of the Israelites, we're sorry for having to throw Jonah into the sea. Poor Jonah. May your God forgive you, Jonah.
Jonah found himself in the whale's belly. Now he was really alone.
God, I'm sorry for trying to hide from you. Do you hear me, God?
Jonah prayed to God for 3 days and 3 nights.
It's so dark inside this whale, and I'm lost at the bottom of the sea. I was a fool to run from you. Now I know just what you want from me. In the belly of a whale, one day has gone by. I promise to be true, and all you ask I'll do. In the belly of a whale, oh please hear my cry. Never will I hide. Your word will be my guide. From the belly of a whale, what can I do to thank you, Lord? What offer can I make? Look in my heart and you will find my life is yours to take. In the belly of a whale, 2 days have gone by. I promise to be true, and all you ask I'll do. In the belly of a whale, can you hear my cry?
After that, Jonah was no longer alone.
Hello, Jonah.
Oh, God. I'm so glad that you're here with me.
You tried to hide from me.
Oh, yes. And I now know that was really, really wrong.
Jonah, you have learned your lesson. Come on, let's get you out of here. Jonah, Nineveh is behind that hill. Hurry, go tell them about me and about my love.
God, I'm ready to do it now.
So Jonah went to Nineveh. And what he had to say was so wonderful. All of the people listened. They believed, and best of all, they changed.
God says we shouldn't steal from each other. We are all brothers and sisters in this world. Would you steal from your own family? God says we shouldn't hurt anyone weaker than us. Since we are all God's children, we should protect each other. Children, stop. God says we should honor our elders. Don't forget, they helped raise us and looked after us.
Even the children were changed, and they gathered around Jonah just like sheep around their shepherd.
Hey, farmer. God says we all have jobs to do, and we should work hard. We should listen to him since he's the one who gave this wonderful world to us. O King of the Ninevites, this is no way to lead your people. God tells us to care for one another.
Ha! Why should I care what your God thinks?
Because he is going to punish everyone in this city for being bad. Nineveh will be like this grape. Please believe me, King of the Ninevites. I was sent by the one and the only God. You only have a few days.
I do believe you, Jonah.
Then know his love and obey his laws. That's all he wants.
Jonah told the king all about God's laws.
My people, people of Nineveh, hear me. For 1 week, all of us must fast. No one will eat anything for 7 days, and all of us will wear rags. If we do this, we will show Jonah's God how sorry we are for acting so badly.
After Jonah told the Ninevites about God and his laws, they changed their ways. Jonah then left the city. He sat on a hill above Nineveh to watch God punish them.
Jonah, I'm proud of you. The Ninevites have changed their ways.
But aren't you still going to punish them?
I am not going to punish anyone, Jonah.
But God, they are such bad people. Shouldn't they be punished?
They have heard my voice through you, Jonah, and have changed their hearts. I love them as I love the Israelites, as I love all people.
I was afraid of this. I saved the enemies of my people.
Go home, Jonah. It will be okay.
No, wait! Please, God. I am more confused than ever.
Jonah didn't know what to do, where to go. He just started walking into the desert. Unfortunately, the desert was hot and he didn't have any food.
I'm so tired, hungry, and thirsty. Thank you, God. Thank you for this plant and for saving me.
The next morning, the plant was dead, and Jonah was mad. He was mad because God let a worm destroy the plant.
Jonah, why are you angry?
You let this wonderful plant die that gave me food and shelter. Like you took away my hope yesterday when you didn't punish the Ninevites.
You're mad because the plant is dead. You cared more about this small plant than the whole city of Nineveh, but you didn't do anything to keep it alive.
So?
How do you think I'd feel if I punished all the people of Nineveh? There are men, women, and children that I made and cared for over many years. They never knew or loved me until you came. Shouldn't I still care about them?
Yes. Yes, you should.
Go home and tell your friends about Nineveh and the plant.
So Jonah went home.
I can't wait to see my friends and eat all my favorite foods. Except for one food. It's going to be a long time before I eat fish again.
Jonah was accepted back by his friends, and he spent the rest of his life teaching about God's laws, and especially about God's love.